I just put my phone on airplane mode because literally I tried to do this voiceover about 15 times, and every single time someone either texts me or somebody called me in the house. It's crazy. So let's get into this video. Hopefully this is gonna be the last time I do this. So that little clip at the front or at the beginning of the video was me knocking over all the chalk in my possession. I was kind of heated about that. It's all good. It doesn't cost that much. I'll just get some more off of Amazon. But Tuesday, March 17th, 2020. So this day, I slept for 8 hours before I got into the gym. I felt amazing. I felt energized. I've actually felt rested for the first time in a long time, guys, because I normally only sleep for around 4 to 5 hours, and I don't do that on purpose. It's not intentional in any shape or form. I just wake up around 4 hours, and I know this because I go to sleep with sometimes I play, you know, they have like 10-hour loops of like rain sounds, or I know it sounds weird, like it's like kind of like an ASMR kind of thing, you know what I mean, like a white noise in the background. It helps me sleep, just like how people put the fan on, the cold and the noise of the fan helps them sleep. I listen to like rain because growing up in Florida as a kid, it would rain and storm a lot, and I'd be sleeping in the house during those times, and I don't know, it's weird. I was explaining this to someone else the other day, but it does help me sleep. So I'll wake up and I'll see like 4 hours and 20 minutes or whatever, however long I slept. So yeah, I went to sleep, and I was really rested, but since I slept so long, it kind of put me in a crunch time for getting my workout in before I actually go to my job. So I didn't eat anything before this exercise, and I was squatting this heavy weight on an empty stomach, hence the title. That being said, I felt very, very weak going into my fourth and fifth set. I didn't have energy coming out of the hole at all in any of these sets. I just felt like I was missing that extra boost that food or the calories from the food would have given me in this situation. So I did muster up the energy to get through it. It was another hot Florida day, as you can see by my shirt. And you can see the chalk on the floor from that intro clip there. Man, I was really upset about that. My hands kept slipping off the bar because my palms were really sweaty, and my traps were leaking through the shirt with the sweat and all that. So everything was just sliding, and it wasn't really secure. So I threw on some chalk, and that helped me grip the bar better. And my hands didn't move after I put that chalk on, so that did help me a lot. That being said, I did muster up the energy. My form did break down in some of these squats. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I could feel it when I was doing it. I was like, I know damn well I'm gonna see it in this video. But to my surprise, I did hit a pretty good depth on each of my squats. It was either at 90 or a little bit below 90. Not as deep as my previous video, but it did feel pretty good. As you can see, I did take a 6-minute rest before this last set, because guys, when I tell you that I felt like ran down into the ground, I honestly felt like crap, you know, going into these squats. I was not sure I was gonna make it back up when I went to go squat down, you know. And usually I feel pretty energized until like the last 2 reps of my squat workout, you know. So 5th set, last 2 reps, that's when I usually feel the grind. But yeah, so no explosiveness coming out of the hole. It was some slow grinds in some earlier sets, but I did get it done, which I'm very proud of. And this isn't the only time that I squatted heavy with no food. And at the end here, I was kind of like, my legs were just feeling very shaky and wobbly, so I had to squat down a little bit, just kind of recompose myself. Then I went to go sit down on my bench for a bit to relax, and I think about 10 minutes later, that's when I got into this. No, it was probably like 7 minutes. That's when I started my bench warm up, and I got into this 5x5 for the bench. So in my previous video, you'll see me on my floor press, lifting off the bar with a it's kind of like a self-assistance, like how I drive my legs up, and it helps me get the bar off of the hooks. That saved me a lot of energy, because before I try to press it like flat back off of the hook, off of the J cups, and I felt like I was using a lot of energy, and it kind of threw me off. Well, I knew it did throw me off and did throw off my energy, but doing this, it preserved a lot of that essential energy, and it helped me drive back into the bar. And I don't know why I felt extremely powerful on my bench this time around. My form was good. Everything felt solid and locked in. I stuck to 2-minute rest between the whole 5x5, and I didn't feel very fatigued. You know, I was drinking a lot of water. I was drinking some Gatorade after I ran out of my water, and I just felt replenished. That liquid helped fill up my stomach to replace the food that should have been in there, and I just felt pretty good. So no pre-workout today again. I just felt really good after that 8-hour sleep, and yeah, you know, my bench was flying today. I was really excuse me, my bench was flying on Tuesday, and I was really happy about that, because sometimes my bench does not feel the best, and that's that. So also, there is no accessory work, or as I like to call, add-on work in this video, just due to the fact that I had to run over to work. I will make up for it in another video, probably for today's workout. Today is Friday, the 20th of March, and as I'm doing this voiceover, because I'm kind of behind on my editing, my posting, and damn, I really did sweat through that shirt. Like 50 Shades of Grey, man. Let me tell you, it's crazy. Like, when I tell you it's hot in my garage, you would not believe it. I do have a little box fan that I put on sometimes, and it does help me keep cool. But man, it's hot in Florida. I'll just say that, hot and humid. But yeah, my barbell rows here. I've been having a love-hate relationship with them. It's more hate than love, because I'm just kind of annoyed with it. I'd rather be doing power cleans like I did back in my football days, about 4 years ago. Yeah, about 4 years ago, yeah. And I just felt like that would be a better movement for me at this point, because I don't feel like I'm really doing anything good with my barbell rows. I don't feel like I'm being very consistent with it. I'm not using the proper form. I'm kind of using some bounce to get off the ground and hinging my back to help me boost it up. And I know I was cheating myself. And I did eagle lift this 5x5 of it, you know, I'll be honest with you. But it is what it is, you know. In a few months, I'm probably going to switch to Mad Cow 5x5, and that'll be it. So, guys, I'm about to go do my next workout and make that video ready for you guys. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.